I just purchased this property at foreclosure, sight unseen. You're gonna take a look at it today with me for the first time. Come on. Not too good. When I first walked up to this property, I immediately knew I needed a new roof. There's a tarp on it. It's been leaking on the inside. I'm interested to see when I get on the inside just how bad the damage is from this roof leaking. Come on, we're gonna take a look around the exterior really quick, and then we're gonna work our way in. We're gonna look at the inside for the first time. So on the outside, as I mentioned, the roof, new roof right off. I see some wood rot right up here. This is a little bit concerning to me. We'll assess this further. See this wood rot right up here? This is an 80s built home. It's a brick home. I feel a little better about it because of that. I know the structure is solid. This is my second time walking around the exterior. I don't see anything that hits me too bad just looking at the outside right here. I do have a broken window. Not sure how that may have happened. The windows here, I may end up going with new windows. I'm not sure yet. Something happened to this door. It looks like somebody busted this at some point. I know right off I'll be replacing that door. This is definitely a concern to me, the soffit under the carport here. I think this is because that roof has been leaking pretty good, but as you can see, this is bubbled down a little bit. I've really got to assess this a little more and just see how bad the damage is up in the attic. Looks like they left us a buggy here. That's a little bit odd. I don't know where that came from. So as I mentioned, I have not seen this home previously. You're gonna enter it now with me for the first time. Always knock, there could be squatters. Knock, knock. Now I did look through the windows from the outside and I saw right off I had a good bit of damage in here. But entering in right now, I smell a little bit of a mildew smell. Maybe a dog smell, I'm not sure. But right off, I see something that I'm not sure about. I'm gonna have to look into further. Looks like some type of mold we'll have to get rid of. We'll assess that. This carpet is really bad. Obviously, because the roof's been leaking, not only has it been wet, it looks like previously there was some stains from something. Maybe they had a pet or something in here. Oh my goodness. I could see this a little bit when I looked in the windows, but it looks like that this section right here is gone. Right off, I know all new drywall on the ceiling. Looks like there was some good leaking right here. These cabinets are heavy duty, look like good solid cabinets. Considering it's been leaking, it looks like they've held up pretty well. We'll either repaint those or we may install new. Right above the washer and dryer, that does not look good. Looks like there's a hole in the roof. You can see it from this side. I guess I can see the tarp. Yep, there is a hole in the roof up there. And it looks like more mold. We'll address that. That may be just like a moisture mold. I'd say maybe a little worse than I was expecting so far from what I've seen. Let's look at the rest of the house. So living room here, I'm gonna assume this is a 3-bed, 1-bath, first bedroom. I don't see any major leaks in the ceiling in here. That's good. Drywall's not too bad in here. The carpet is not good. We'll definitely have to go. That's nasty. That toilet looks like it's either been used or well, obviously not cleaned in some time. Pretty grimy. I think this tub can be cleaned though. That's not too bad. Some good scrubbing bubbles, I think that'll clean up. This vanity, I'm gonna say that's gonna go. Now to this bedroom. Ceiling looks good in here. Walls are not too bad. We'll do a fresh new coat of paint all the way through. And then for the master bedroom, the worst. The absolute worst, I'd say. All the ceiling is falling down right here. Popcorn, drywall. Roof is completely exposed. The good news is it looks like maybe at some point the subroof's been repaired. We'll have to assess this further. This has been caused, it looks like, from moisture. All that water that's been hanging in here prior to the tarp going over the roof. And this is a closet. I was not expecting this. Usually a 3-bedroom home like this has at least a half bath or a full bath off the master bedroom. So I know right off, that's something that we'll look at possibly changing here. A home typically sells better if it has 1.5 baths or 2 baths. This is a lot of, I won't say wasted space, but I won't say well-used space. So right off, I'm thinking we can convert this to a half bath or a full bath. But we will have to consider some additional closet space because this is not the largest bedroom here. I'm gonna say it's a little bit worse than I thought. There's 2 areas that I'm really concerned about. We're gonna have to assess the damage in the attic, the kitchen, and that master bedroom. I wasn't expecting all the leaking that I saw has happened in that master bedroom. This buggy, this is an interesting find. My first thoughts when I saw this buggy is that maybe, unfortunately, maybe a homeless person or something was pushing it around, came up here. I'm not sure if there was a squatter in this home. I couldn't tell, but that's probably my thoughts on this. Probably a homeless person was probably pushing this around. They had come up here, parked it here, and maybe they were staying in this home overnight sometimes. But I want to hear y'all's thoughts. What are y'all's thoughts? How do y'all think this buggy got here? Final thoughts on this one. I'm not excited, but I'm not upset. It's about what I thought it was gonna be from looking through the windows right there and seeing the living room. I knew this house had been leaking. I knew a tarp was on it. I would say two things that were a little worse than I was expecting was that master bedroom and that kitchen. There was some pretty bad leaking in there, and there's some mildew or mold I'm gonna have to address and look at it and find out a little more. I knew right off from walking around the exterior, this home, I'm going with new windows. There's only 7 windows on this home. Because it's smaller, it won't kill the budget too much to just go with newer windows. So that's what I'm gonna do with this one. I'll add a vanity in that guest bathroom. I'll try to convert that master closet to a half bath or full bath, and I'll have this property right back on the market soon. Usually when I flip a home, I look at it in 3 ways. I either have a light flip, a mid flip, or a full reno. This home here, I'm gonna say it goes into the full reno category. Typically for a full reno, I like to be at 120 days or less. I hope to have this home back on the market in 120 days. I'm back with the finished product 150 days later. Windows check, HVAC check, roof check, flooring check, painting check. I went through and completely remodeled this home. And what I'm proud of is, for the most part, it was smooth selling. A lot of my flips recently have not been smooth selling, but this one was. Originally, this one had mold on the inside. The subroof was rotten. We had to come in and do a lot, but it was what I thought. When I say smooth selling, that's what I mean. It was what I thought. We came in, we repaired what I saw, and we got it back the way it should be. Y'all come on, I'm gonna do 2 things today. I'm gonna show you the bathroom. Do you remember the bathroom? I was back and forth. This was originally a 3-bed, 1-bath. I'm gonna show you exactly how I turned a 1 bathroom to a 1.5 bath, and I want y'all's thoughts when you see it. Number 2, I'm gonna go over the budget and price. I'm gonna tell you at the end of the day exactly what I paid for this property and then exactly what I put in it. But y'all come on, we're gonna start on the outside first. So as I mentioned, new roof, new fascia and soffit paint all the way around, new windows, new shutters. This home was remodeled from the inside out. Come on, let's look around the outside. New windows all the way around, new door back here, and then under this carport, we were able to come in, repair all of this wood rot and make it back the way it should be. And as I mentioned, it was about what I thought, wasn't too bad. Now, come on, let's take a look at the inside of the home now. All right, come on in, come on in. So originally I had purchased this home sight unseen. I didn't know exactly what I was getting into. I did come up here, I peeked through the window, I knew right off this one was pretty bad. It needed a roof and it had some mold in it. Take a look at this living area here. So I ended up going through with all new linoleum flooring on this one, fresh paint all the way through. Something I did to highlight this living area, as usual, I came with the 4 new canvas lights in the ceiling. But right here, entering into the kitchen, I want to show y'all there was a big hole right up here. Great big hole. That roof previously had been leaking a lot. It had leaked so much that it had caught a good bit of mold issues. But we got rid of all that. We installed a new subroof, we installed a new roof, and then we hung new drywall for the most part all the way through the home. Now, this kitchen right here, I want to show it to y'all. So we pretty much went back exactly how it was, all new cabinets throughout, new countertops, and my project manager specifically likes farmhouse sinks. So that's what we went with right here. All new stainless steel appliances. Now, y'all come on, let's look back here. I'm going to show you how we converted a 1 bathroom to a 1.5 bath. Bedroom here, as usual, carpet in the bedrooms. Second bedroom, new carpet throughout, fresh paint. This is a full bath here, new vanity, new toilet, fresh coat of epoxy on the tub. It was not too bad. And then for the master, I'm going to show you exactly what we did right here. I like to highlight the master sometimes. So what I did by doing that is I came in with 4 new LED canvas lights to really illuminate this area. This was one of the worst points right up here when I first came in. This had leaked a lot, so that subroof had gotten rotten, water had found its way through, and it had just leaked here over some amount of time, and it had created a lot of mold up here. But we were able to get rid of all that, and as I mentioned, it wasn't worse than I thought. So I'm happy with that, because a lot of times when I purchase these houses, what I see on the surface is not what it is. Sometimes I get into them and I have way more work than I thought. Then right here in the master now half bath, we ended up coming in and putting a closet closet right here. Before, this was a big walk-in closet. We were able to bring a closet into the end, come in with new plumbing, drop a toilet right here, and then a sink. But I want to know what y'all's thoughts are on that. This was a hard decision. I almost left this closet because there's not currently a closet for this master bedroom right here. But let me know what y'all's thoughts are. I want to know what y'all think about that. Do you think I should have left this closet the way it was for this bedroom? Or would you guys have rather had a half bath here with a half closet right here? I personally think it might sell a little better having a half bath, but I don't know. We'll see what happens when the sale happens. Final thoughts on this one, smooth selling. It could have been a lot worse, but it was about what I thought. Timeline, 150 days. Where did I want to be? About 120, 30 days over, not too bad. The numbers on this one, purchase price, $41,000. Reno budget, $49,000. Where did I come in? $53,000. $4,000 over, not too bad. I usually like to stay within 5 to 10% of what we had budgeted. Projected sale price on this one, conservative, 110, 120. Hopeful sale price, 130. You can do the math on the profit. We'll see what happens. I'm proud of my team for this one. I'm proud of how this one turned out. It could have been a lot tougher flip than it was, but it was about what I thought. We were able to come in, put a new roof on it, fix the subroof, go through, make the whole house brand new. I'll have this one on the market soon and hopefully have a decent sale price. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Y'all tell your friends. I enjoy doing this. I'll see y'all soon on the next one.